Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 2 of the inaugural episode of Create Expectations. So, part 1, if you missed it, is on XAERETH's channel, my co host, where you can catch him on his own podcast, the Gambit podcast, and also on our podcast for Wheel of Time. Because shameless plug. So check all of that out. Watch his first half first. First half first. Terrible. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay that it was terrible, is what I'm saying.
Right. But so let's just get into it. We did all of the segments already on the first half of the show on your channel, and we're gonna do the rest of them over here. So
Absolutely. What do you want to do first?
I think we need to do a character review. We need to dive into a character that came out probably like a year ago, almost a year ago.
Yeah, almost exactly a year ago, in fact.
She's not accelerated yet. That's how I know that it hasn't been a year.
Fair enough. She might be in the next update. We'll see. All right.
I hope so.
Let's go talk about the armor.
Excuse me.
Here she is. So this is on my alt, everyone, before you judge. I don't need her at high gear for my alt yet. But how is your armor coming? If she's not accelerated, that means you haven't farmed her yet.
She's 5-star.
Cool.
I don't know what gear she's at. I feel like
effective.
I feel like it's probably about the same as yours. 5-star is not effective. Hey, actually, I did put her on defense in Grand Arena, and I got a hold.
With what, Maul?
With Maul.
Okay, so do you think it was her that got the hold or Maul?
I mean, she was still alive.
Yay.
So I'm going to say it was her.
So, Maul wasn't alive still.
Oh, no, the whole team was alive and preloaded.
Okay, so it was her though. It wasn't Maul.
It's fine. Okay.
We've got some good empirical evidence. This is good.
Yeah.
This is good. High standards, nothing but the highest for Crate expectations.
Okay, but like I know she's worth it, and I actually am already farming her, FYI, and her drop rate is abysmal. So if they could accelerate her, I would greatly appreciate it.
That's fair.
Right.
Yeah. So, I think she's pretty good. Actually, she's not good as a leader, really. I mean,
no,
it could be okay, but for the most part, what would you use her for? Like, what would you say her main use is?
Okay, so the reason I am farming her is because I'm also working on my Sith Eternal Emperor requirements, and I need her to be his babysitter.
Okay.
So that's my goal.
Fancy.
Right, and then maybe a Mando team if I don't need her with him.
Yeah. So I think the thing about her is you don't really need her with super high gear a lot of times. So there are times that you really want her to hand out 3 Beskar ingots, and that's fine. But for the most part, if you put her Zeta on, then she just starts with an extra stack anyways. I don't remember which is it or unique that gives it. Yeah, one starting Beskar ingot. But the awesome thing about her is she just hands someone her tech, her ingots, her Mando armor, and then she goes along her merry way and dies.
Right.
So as long as you can keep her alive, then she does her job just fine. Honestly, like you don't even like you have 5 stars, and I kind of mock you for it, but. Like because my alt has had 7 stars on her for a long time.
Yes,
but
thanks.
Yeah, well, it's nice to have options, and you don't have those options, so it's good for me. But the thing is, she doesn't really need much as long as she can live through the initial barrage, whatever it is. If it's Rey that you're fighting, you don't want to get hit by Finn or something, so maybe you need a pre-taunt or something. But at the end of the day, she just gives her Beskar ingots and dies, just like Watt.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, and I mean, you want her fast?
You can have her fast. Let's see how fast mine is on my alt. Oh, it's not bad for gear 8.
Right.
For a character I never use. Yeah. But
you're giving me grief for not having her at 7-star, and you don't even use her.
On my alt, who has one galactic legend
Doesn't matter.
and has way fewer GLs. It's okay though.
It's fine.
Totally fine. I do actually use her some. She goes with my really bad Mando team, which sometimes gets me wins at times. That's great.
Right.
Totally fine.
So,
So yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you think? Because I remember when she came out, people were pretty excited that she was coming to the game. Do you think she lived up to that hype?
Uh, I don't know. I don't really remember what kind of high. Big surprise, I forget something. But she, she's.
Shock.
I know. It's like a thing at this point. I think I'm not sure because I don't
You don't
remember.
remember.
But so she, I don't know how I was excited by her. Here's the thing that I was excited for. I thought I thought she was ushering in a new era where we were going to get a really epic Mando team. And I guess we do now with Maul. Like, it's pretty good, but for a long time she was so disappointing because it was like, what do you want to do? Like, she babysits is what she does, and then otherwise, like, she's not on her own that powerful. But in the context of a Maul Mandalorian team, she is pretty good. I she's kind of, she's not really even the engine, but she's the one who starts it. She's like the key to that team, because you can make her super fast. On my main, she is what, 330, 340 speed, something like that, and
That is
so
ridiculous.
so she'll start everything going, and then Maul it'll trigger his frenzy, and so he'll take a turn, and then Canderous will take a turn because everyone's been assisting and everything, and then Maul get another turn and kill the whole team. So, you know, she's extremely useful in a few different contexts. She could be a babysitter, or she can go with Maul. But otherwise, she's not powerful in her own right, which I guess that's fine.
Right. I mean, I don't think she's meant to be powerful in her own right.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted her to be, so
That's fair.
you know.
But can't always get what you want.
No,
No.
I wanted her to be good enough to kill an entire squad of troopers on her own, like in the show. Okay.
Fair. I can see why you would make that hope and connection, but
But it was ultimately foolish.
it was. It was a little foolish for a marquee. Okay, so if you don't have any other points about the armor, I obviously don't have any points about the armor. Other than that, I need to get her. I think we should go into like our listener questions and
Sure.
that. And by deal with that, I mean shamelessly plug it.
Absolutely. So, listener questions. Where can people pose questions for us to potentially answer?
Yeah, so I think we're going to look at them in the comments on both of our videos and pull them from there. And then theoretically, we'll probably get a channel set up in a Discord server, either yours or mine. Probably
Yeah.
yours.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So for now, they'll just leave them in the comments, and we'll be sure to answer some of them.
Right. We will try not to pick favorites.
We will totally pick favorites.
So yeah. Other than that, let's go back into the game
Into the game for the questions.
if we want to.
Yeah. So let's ask the questions first, and then jump into the final part where we talk about you destroying Conquest really well.
Yeah, I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah, totally fine. We're totally good on that. So, all right. And because we don't have any listener questions for this first part, we're going to pose them to each other. So, do you want to confound me first, or do you want me to confound you first with a question?
Okay. I'll confound you first, if that's
Oh,
okay.
dear. I regret giving you the option.
I think mine is relatively easy. I'm just curious because I know that on your alt, you kept it relatively thin in terms of not thin. You just kept your relic levels low.
Sure.
So
Absolutely. Really low.
really low. Is there a faction on your alt that you would want to boost your relic levels on first?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Yes, actually, if I had my druthers, which I don't like, I have to go for another Galactic Legend, so I kind of can't. But I would absolutely love to put more relics on my Padme team.
Really? Okay.
Yes, but, well, and that's just because and it's a fool's errand at the end of the day because Padme kind of just gets kicked to the curb once you get Lord Vader, and
Mhm.
I mean Lord Vader.
Kenobi.
It's like, hey, you have to get her relic 8, and then you can't use her anyways because if you have Kenobi, then Kenobi steals all the good characters. So, but the thing is, on the Padme team itself, it benefits so dramatically from
Mhm.
all of the health that you get from all those relics. And trying to run her in territory battles, for instance, it can work, but there every once in a while they just have this huge burst of damage and someone vital dies, including Padme, and it's because she's like relic 2.
Right. Because you
So
kept her low.
right, and like Cat goes well with her and boosts her even more. But at the end of the day, once again, that plus 50% extra health is nice, especially if everyone's like Relic 7. So
Right. I like
the
that.
other one would be Darth Revan because they
Mm.
just do some crazy work at higher relics. But
I also would appreciate if you did that.
you'd have thanks. So, all right, that leads right into my question.
Yeah.
There, I would appreciate if you'd go ahead and farm Imperial troopers already. You keep threatening to make this epic Imperial trooper team, and I see no evidence of said trooper team. And do you intend to actually farm Dark Trooper alongside these other, so far, figment of our imagination troopers?
Okay. I am farming Dark Trooper, first of all. He is at gear 11. He's waiting to go to gear 12 once we get him to 7 stars.
Oh, you didn't farm him yet. Is he on double drops yet?
No, he'll be there in like 2 weeks after armor. It's fine.
Okay.
But I mean, my Stark and Veers are now in relics. Like that was the problem child beforehand. So
Hmm.
let's just back this up. I think my entire trooper team, aside from Piet, because you needed him for executor, was like gear 11 at the absolute highest. I think one of them was gear 12. So the fact that Veers and um, Stark are now relict is massive improvement. Range Trooper is right there. I think he's gear 12 right now. I need to relic him. And then yeah, we'll be good.
All right,
Give
and then
me give
are
me
you
another
gonna
couple of weeks.
actually like get fast and stuff, or
Yes, I will actually remod
Mhm.
them properly. I need to figure out the turn order to put them in, and then I will do it.
All right. I just wanted to back you into this commitment, so we're
Got
good
it.
now.
Thank you.
Good.
On the record, it's happening.
Well done. That was a really insightful viewer question, by the way.
Right. I'm so glad someone thought of it.
Yeah, me too. Didn't have anything to do with the fact that I got the idea while we were doing the Eden Versio thing on my own channel. So
Hmm. You're like,
yeah.
ah, Sarah doesn't have these.
Hmm. Excellent opportunity.
All
All
right,
right.
into the
So
game.
into the game.
Oh
Here we
man,
are.
here we
Whoa.
are
Here we are. So
in your conquest.
you've been running my conquest lately, and that's awesome.
Mhm.
What? Tell me more about it though, because I've just like I super appreciate it. Of course, I've said thank you at least once. So I've said
I
I
thought you were
think
going to say at least once a day.
well, and I hopefully that's the truth because I really do appreciate it. But
Yeah.
uh, I've also decided to implicitly trust you. Just completely, you just do what you want, and you can do 3 refreshes a day. I
Mhm.
don't mind because I have more crystal income because of GAC madness lately.
Right.
Uh, and otherwise, I'm just like, if you get red crate, awesome. If you don't get red crate, then what the hell? No. But
Awesome that
no.
you didn't have to do it.
No, like yeah, this is more than I would have done on my alt within. You've done it in a week, and so tell me
Right.
about what's your approach, because my account isn't it. It's got its weak points for sure. It's 6 million GP, and I don't know if we're gonna get red crate or not.
Right. I was really hopeful we would get red crate. Um, it's
Sounds
I was.
ominous.
We'll see. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not all the way through sector 5 yet, so there is hope.
Okay.
I need to find a node. I'm hoping it's going to happen that someone will be able to solo with your Imperial remnants so we can do that feat. Because if I don't get that feat done, I don't think we're red crating, because I can't do bad batch. Your bad batch don't live long enough.
Yeah, I got Echo to gear 12.
All right. Well, they still don't live long enough.
Disapprove.
I know. I know. Life's rough. Um, there's another one that I can't do, and I can't remember it off the top of my head. But the biggest thing that I'm wrapping my head around with your alt versus my account is that you only have one galactic legend, which is totally fine. And
Except for Conquest.
except right now I'm like, and this is the reason. This is the reason.
It's rough.
It's not that it's rough. It's, well, and
You're saying is rough.
I know. Sorry, that sounds so bad.
You're totally fine.
The main thing is that Sector 5 is so hard to progress through since they're all relegate characters, and you have one galactic legend. I don't want to knock his stamina too far down, but then your other teams also just can't chew through these teams for me to work my way through. And I obviously don't want to be wasting energy and dropping battles. So it's fine. We're going to get there. I think gold crate is 100% doable. I personally go for, I might switch your discs. We're going to see. But I love the Amplify Agony build. And we're just going to go for it. It's going to be good. I'm pretty excited about this, to be honest with you. The biggest difference also is it's just like, this is the thing. I'm used to my account, right? Like I have my Galactic Legends. I can rifle through them. I can push myself forwards. I really like, I've said this multiple times, I always finish Conquest on the last day, like the night before it's done. That's when I'm done. That's when it's over. 3 refreshes a day. I'm hopping around. My refreshes tend to slow down towards the end, but I hop around. I go back to Sector 1 and I farm feats in Sector 1. I hop around to Sector 2. I hop around to Sector 3. And then I move forward a little bit in whatever sector I'm currently working on. So like right now for you, it's Sector 5. But that's part of the reason why it just looks like it moves so slowly for me, because a lot of the feats don't complete until towards the end of Conquest. But the biggest thing, as well as I'm so used to my account and I know what my roster can do, and you've just given me yours to have fun with, and I'm just like, okay, your bounty hunters are significantly better and more fun than mine. So are your rebel fighters.
Fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It is a fact. And it's just getting used to the tools that you have versus the tools that I have.
Oh, that's fair.
But I mean, I know I've told you this. It's also just humorous because I switch between when I do your Conquest. It's not like I'm logging in and I'm doing your Conquest and that's it for the day. And I'm done. Like I log in, I do your Conquest, I switch accounts, I do my Conquest, and then I do whatever I'm doing for the day. And about 4 or 5 hours later, I log in again and I do your Conquest some more. And then I go and I switch and do my Conquest. Which is why this works so well, because I have the luxury of being able to do this during the day and you don't.
Oh no, it's a huge help. I wouldn't be nearly this far at this point.
But the key thing, because I'm doing them back to back together, is I start with yours and then I switch to mine, and I'm in your mindset that a lot of the time I'm like, oh, these aren't the discs that I have. Like I have a booming voice on
Right.
you right now, and I will do mine. I'm like, why aren't my guys going all at once?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just because I'm getting our accounts confused,
It's fair.
which is fine. But I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm pretty hopeful that we can get to the gold crate. I would like to get to 603 just to get you that om nom.
I would love that. 2 Omnoms, actually.
Yeah, 2 om noms. So if we can get to 603, that
Whew,
would be great.
that would be great. If you could
Which
go ahead and do that, that would be great.
I'm pretty sure it's doable. I need to double check the math again, taking Imperial remnants out and whatever feat it is that I'm forgetting, but I'm pretty sure we can do this.
I think so. Yeah, I'm excited. We can maybe give people an update next show.
Well, we definitely will be able to because Conquest will be over.
That'll be great. That'll be great.
It'll be great. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to share today? I think we're about out of time on this segment as well, Sarah.
We are. We are. So I don't have anything. Do you have anything?
I think we haven't worked out a sign off. So thanks everyone for watching.
Right. And remember,
That in all things, crate prevails. In all things, we get red crates.
yeah, we get red
Yeah.
crates.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we get red crates.
Fingers
sometimes.
crossed. Sometimes.
Right. You better. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.